Attending to persons in pain is one of the most moral acts that we can do. It means walking alongside someone and with them while their life and their world is being undone, often in the experience of pain. And walking alongside them in a way that opens up your life and vulnerability for it to be undone as well. And that's an incredibly vulnerable thing, to realize that you have no easy answer for why this pain's happening and what could be done in response to it. There are no easy answers or solutions often to attending to persons in pain. One of the stories that I've been particularly gripped by in my research has been the story of a woman that I'll call Allie. She's in her mid-30s and has lived with addiction for quite some time, but over the past couple of years she's experienced a remarkable transformation, a transformation made possible through the church that she was a part of and the community she encountered as part of that church. Allie had been separated from her child for a period of time because of some of her actions while living with addiction, and she found herself caught up within the criminal justice system. But she found her way to a local church in the region, and in particular a recovery ministry and a Methodist pastor that were leading in that church. And her experiences of love and acceptance, in her own words, were completely transformative. There she found Jesus and the love that church showed her. But it wasn't simply a one-off experience. Those people walked with her and were with her at every court appointment she had in the criminal justice system. They became known as her cheering squad by the state that was overseeing her case. And as they cheered for her, as they told the court about the change that they saw in her own life, the court recognized that they needed to take seriously that Allie and her particularity, and not just simply here's another case of addiction in the midst of the opioid crisis. And so she received a much more lenient sentence, one more conducive to her flourishing. And those relationships also enabled her to gain a job with the local social service agency, as these elites within the church really began to vouch for her as they saw their own lives transformed as they began walking alongside her. And so she now serves as a peer recovery coach for women who live with addiction, who've recently given birth to a child who may have been exposed to substances while in the womb. And she walks with them as they're very afraid of their own child being taken from them, and connects them with resources and help them navigate the various systems that they're a part of, and shows them a bit of the love of Christ that she herself experienced in these very bodily, transformative ways.